Yo, Nappy Head Millie back like a bad habit, and today let's talk about this. On this video you were watching, I was in the lobbies and I'm playing a double S rank player. Yes, A tier player playing a double S rank player. I'm not nervous about it or nothing. I took my L's, I took my lumps, and this is probably the most fun I had in this game. I made a video back about a month ago about learning from losing, how to win from losing. This is the definition of it, because I feel as though me playing somebody that was way better than me showed me what my flaws are. So we're going to talk about it today. But before I talk about it, hit that like, share, sub, whatever you need to do to push this content. And I'm sitting at 40 subs. Let's try and get 10 before July. Let's try and get 10 more subs before July. Let's hit 50 because I'm trying to hit 100 before the end of the year. But yeah, let's start the video. So Nappy, what's this video going to be about? Well, it's going to be a video of me showing y'all my losses. I don't want y'all to think that I'm great. I'm far from great. I have a lot to improve on this game. As of lately, I haven't been playing it because I've been doing schoolwork, but I still have a lot to improve on. I want people who come to this channel to see that it's not just the character. Sometimes it's the player. As you'll watch, I'm playing a Catalina and I'm playing a Matera, both of which I consider are Charlotta's worst matchup. The Catalina player, shout out to you. You were amazing. You played Catalina the way I wish I could play her. And then the Matera, that's who got me ready for my HOM online tournament. Yes, I do play tournaments online. Coronavirus, social distancing, you know what it is. But this is the person who I requested to play that beat my ass for 2 hours straight for me to get better at that matchup to beat a Matera to win the tournament. So taking L's is, you have to learn how to do it in fighting games. It is a essential part, just like going to practice mode and sitting in practice mode for an hour or two just to learn the character. It is essential to understand what are you doing wrong, where are you failing, what do you need to improve on. As I look at these gameplays, as I look at these replays, I'll start with the Catalina because that'll probably be the first video that I'll put in here, and then I'll segue into the Matera. The Catalina player just played me right. Charlotta depends on getting in on her opponent and being a nuisance. Think of a little kid running around annoying the mess out of you. That's literally what they made Charlotta based off of. All her moves are made to annoy you. Her DP is made to annoy you when you think you're going in and you're sitting in the air for 5 or 6 seconds before she knock you down. And now she has a demon flip set up. Anything she knocks you down into, she has a demon flip set up, and she can just keep sticking on you and sticking on you and sticking on you. This Catalina player said nah. She poked me out. She used her mid-range game, which is how Catalina is supposed to play. She used her mid-range game and kept me out the whole time. If I thought about dashing up to her, she'll throw a fireball at me. It made me sit down and think. If I thought about jumping, she was ready for the anti-air. It made me sit down and think. As I'm reviewing this, as I'm watching this replay, I don't think I played super terrible. I think I played noobish. And playing noobish is not a bad thing sometimes because we're still learning the game. The game is, what, barely 2 months old now? We're still learning the game. We're still understanding our characters. I'm still trying to figure out what's the height of Charlotta's moveset. What can I get away with? What can I get away with? And in that matchup, I learned that day, Catalina, I can't get away with a lot of things like I can with Gran, like I can with Loane, like I can with Vass. Vass is by far my easiest matchup because I just got to sit there and hound him. Vass can't do anything about it. He's going to try and low sweep. He's going to try and do the medium low sweep, and I can jump up and hound him like, okay, sweet, do it. And now it's a free punish. Cat, you can't do that because she's so solid. I believe Cat is the most solid character in the game. I believe she's #1 in the game. It's between her and Gran. It's like guaranteed. I believe Cat is the most solid character in the game. And you have to play predictably unpredictable against her, if that makes sense. I'm trying to talk so you guys can get the premise, see how I did in the matchup. You have to play so predictably unpredictable that it looks random. What I did was I played her game. You never want to play your opponent game. I literally sat there and let her poke me, throw fireballs, and it caught up to me. I believe if it's gonna show, there's a round where I did very well. I did very well. It's the start of the second match. I did very well to start off, and then she just mollywopped me because I took a risk. I'm not gonna say it was an input. I took a risk and did a DP, and she just seen that shit coming and special my ass. So I was like, oh, she was reading it anyway. But yeah, no, that was mistakes. That match taught me that I need to stop jumping a lot. I need to slow down. I don't need to slow down. I need to push my advantage when I have it. Because the third round, when I pushed my advantage, it was kind of hard for her to do anything. So yeah, let's go over to the Matera matchup. Now this matchup, I was back in B1. This is right before HOM tournament. So 2 weeks ago, we had an online tournament. I'm gonna try to get some clips of that to show how I played against the two Materas in the tournament. But this matchup, I had no clue how to play Matera. I was getting my ass whooped by her. It was ridiculous. So I went to the lobby and I requested, hey, any Matera mains, can I run with you guys? And I added this guy as a friend. He's a pretty solid Matera. A lot of people won't agree with it. He's pretty solid. He did the zoning version of Matera because I believe it's two ways you can play her. You can either play her up close, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, and then I'm gonna zone you a little bit, or I'm gonna just purely zone you. And she played the purely zone, which is the one I needed to go against. I can deal with a fight in Matera. I usually beat them online because Matera doesn't have the greatest normals, in my opinion. I think her best one is the reach. It's the far. I don't know if it's far medium when she does like the weird overhead kick and she goes into combos with it. That's probably her best normal. But other than that, you can, as a Charlotta, if they're fighting you, you can deal with her easily. She'll dash back, and when she dash back, if you time it right, you can just block a ball and knock her ass back. But I digress. This Matera, she just kept on fireballs. She asked me, is that what I wanted her to do? And I said yes. Why? Because that got me prepared to do dashes, dash throughs, the weave. And in my gameplays, you start to notice I'll put up another Matera when I played the S rank Matera, and she was doing it and I was just dashing past her stuff. It was because of this match. I took 40 losses this day, 40 losses straight to this person. I think I beat him maybe 4 or 5 times, and we even talked about it. He's like, yo, you start picking up on the matchup at the end. And I believe that's the way it needs to be. I think I was jumping too much. I was honestly dashing too much into the fireballs, way too much into the fireballs. And that's something I do need to learn, when to dash, when not to dash, because dashing in this game, you can't pause and block like in Street Fighter where you can like dash and then kind of slide for a second and block. If you're dashing and they throw a fireball, the moment you try to stop, it's kind of a delay, so you will get hit. And that's something I do need to work on, is knowing when to dash, cancel, when to stop. But yeah, this Matera was very, in my opinion, she was solid. A lot of people won't agree. A lot of Matera mains might say, oh, she's throwing too many fireballs, why she's not being super aggressive on you. But I like this Matera's gameplay. Like, I loved it. I loved it because it's something I need to deal with. Another character that I need to learn how to play is Fairy. Fairy can zone me out so easily at Charlotta. It's not even funny. And I've lost maybe 4 matches to Fairy. The most people I fight online right now are Gran and Matera. I'm starting to pick up. I'm starting to fight at Vasaragas, I guess, because he just won a major. A lot of people are trying to play me with Vasaraga, but Vasaraga to Charlotta is kitty food. It's not even a hard matchup. As long as Vasaraga doesn't get started, Charlotta beats that matchup 100% of the time. But I don't think I'm a terrible player. You know what I'm saying? I don't think any of us are terrible players. I think some of us are afraid to learn, and I had to watch these replays to understand and learn what I was doing wrong in my gameplay, to fix my gameplay. And I have been fixing it. I've been in the lab. I've been working on a ground game. You know what I'm saying? That is one important thing that you need to do as a fighting game player, is if you don't have a solid ground game, you're not going to win, because that jumping all the time ain't going to get you nowhere. And Charlotta, yes, she depends on playing nutty. She depends on playing kind of random sometimes. But I've been told best, and I agree with it, Charlotta is nothing but a noob killer. She's nothing but a noob killer. I don't think Charlotta is top 5. I think there are 5 people better than Charlotta. I think it's Fairy, Cat, Grand, Lance, and fucking Matera can beat her. A lot of people will not agree with me. She's top 10, but shit, actually, I take it back. She's number 7 because I think Narmaya is better than her. Off rip, I think Narmaya is better than Charlotta. And a lot of people won't agree with me, but as a person who plays Charlotta that has about 50 to 70 hours on Charlotta, Charlotta is not as good as people think. It's just they don't understand how to play against a Charlotta, so they think she's broken. And she's great, don't get me wrong. I think the top 8 is solid. I think any of them can win a tournament. But in my opinion, I feel as though maybe it's my play style, because I have to know when to play aggressive and when not to, and I preach that to you guys and I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But that's gonna be the video. I don't want to rant. I just want to talk to you guys. I want to show you my losses, because I don't want you guys to think that I'm going to always show you the wins. No, I want to show you my losses. I want to show you what I did wrong, and I want you guys to learn from my mistakes the same way I have to learn from my mistakes, and look at what you do that I do and adjust it, because I have to do the same thing as a player, as somebody that wants to be great at this game. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, and fuck the city up. I'm out. Peace.